Hey. Let people tune in for a second. I made a post this morning about self-discipline. I'm making my morning smoothie. Look, some of my fruit is frozen together. Chocolate. As I'm making this smoothie, I'm going to be honest with you all. I'd rather eat grits, eggs, and bacon. But my body rather I'm not. So I'm eating the smoothie because it's what's best for me. And my body thanks me for it. But don't think I don't want to eat grits, eggs, and bacon. So, since I would rather eat grits, eggs, and bacon, I don't keep that in my house. Because it might tempt me. So instead, I am eating mixed fruit, avocado, which is nature's butter. I heard somebody say that before. I like that. Frozen bananas. And spinach. I'd rather eat scrambled eggs, bacon or sausage, grits with cheese and toast with jelly on it. But then I have to pay for it with my hips. I know it's kind of early, a lot of people at work, but I thought about self-discipline. You know, that's one of the hardest things that we have as people. Self-discipline. Self-discipline constitutes a lot. Like this morning, I went walking. I walked the Main Street Bridge, walked the River Walk, came back down Church Street, and came home. I did not feel like walking. I did not feel like getting out of my bed. And nor did I have to answer to anyone if I didn't. But what I've decided to do with my life is be disciplined. Let me turn this around some. Y'all know what? I have a whole nother camera that follows you as you do your lives and stuff, and I have yet to hook it up. It's still in the box right there behind us. But what I did this morning, it was all about self-discipline. I made a commitment to myself. I said, hey, on Monday mornings, at least Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays, I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to walk. I'm going to come home. I'm going to do my stretch videos. And I'm going to do the ab assignment that James Lee gave us, Fitness is Life with Lee. And I'm going to do that at least 3 times a week with the walk. But 7 days a week, I'm going to do the abs. And I'm going to stretch at least 4 times a week. The reason that I'm doing that is because I wanted to create self-discipline. It's not that I feel like doing it, not that I want to do it. But hey Michelle, if I make a commitment, I need to stick to my word. And I say that because when I stick to my word, it trickles over to other parts of my life outside of the exercise. So yes, my body follows the self-discipline of exercise, but my mind follows the self-discipline of I made a commitment. You get what I'm saying? If I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, the next time it makes it easier. Then the next time it makes it easier. Now it's become a pattern that I make a commitment and I don't do it. And I refuse to be a person that doesn't operate with integrity. Integrity means I'm not going to tell you the meaning, just look it up. I want to operate with integrity to myself first. How can I tell you I'm going to do something if I can't even keep my word to myself? And many of us as adults, think about it. We'll say we're going to do something. You know what? Starting Monday, I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do this. And we don't. then we don't operate with integrity to ourselves. But we call ourselves a person of integrity. So if I don't have integrity with myself, why would I have integrity with you? Why would I be an integrity person that operates with integrity if I tell you I'm going to do something? You get what I'm saying? It makes it easy to not keep my word. And remember, the only person that has ever heard all the lies that you've ever told is yourself. And if you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, at the end of the day, that's a lie. So we holy, we go to church, we do all of this, but yet we lie. Oh no, I just told myself that, so that's not the same. A lie is a lie, and a lie is a lie. You get what I'm saying? So I was listening to Earl Nightingale this morning. That he's an older white man. I'm sure he did a long time ago. But he was just talking about commitments, habits, stuff like that. And I like to listen to that kind of stuff when I'm walking. He was saying, do it for 30 days. If you don't do it and you miss it, start your 30-day clock over. So if you say you are going to do some, good morning, Kimberly. If you say that you're going to do something, operate with integrity and do it. Mine has really started with exercise. I say I'm going to exercise. I say I'm going to eat healthy. If I don't, and I already said I was, I'm not operating with integrity to myself. So think deep on this. So this morning, I didn't have to get up. I didn't have to go walking. Because I know I'm going to go to class tonight at 6:15. But I told myself, you're going to walk Monday, Tuesday, and Friday for sure. If I would have got up this morning and not did it, it makes it easy for me not to do it tomorrow. And it makes it easier for me to do it on Friday. So I wanted to operate with integrity and self-discipline. Self-discipline is the key to everything. If you're going to do it, I say it like this: self-discipline, self-determination, and consistency. Have self-discipline. Be determined to have self-discipline. And be consistent with your determination. You see what I'm saying? They all feed off each other. Have self-discipline, self-determination, and consistency. Have self-discipline. Be determined to have self-discipline. And be consistent with your self-determination. 6 months has to pass anyway. Right now, 6 months is it's April. What can you do starting today so that your April looks better than today? And I'm talking about exercising, your business, your job, your family. What can you do? Only you. No excuses. No excuses. My kids, my husband, my job, this and this. You. If you find it important, you will find a way to do it. What I often find is people are interested in their goals, but they're not committed. They're only interested in their goals. Be more than interested in your goals. Be committed to your goals. Oh, you know what? I would like to become a manager. But they just show interest in it. But they don't commit to it. 6 months from now, you still not manager. 12 months from now, you still not manager. You just kind of talking about it. I would like to lose 20 pounds. You're just interested in it. 6 months from now, you done gained more weight. You ain't even lost 20. You done gained 10 more. A year from now, you're 20 pounds heavier. Because you were only interested. You didn't want to do what it took to do what you had to do. And that thing leads over to everything. When you're not committed, it leads over to everything. Even down to your marriage and your social life. If I get with a man and I can't even commit to my own word, what would make me commit to him and stay truly faithful to him? Sometimes we stay faithful to him simply because we don't have the self-esteem to think nobody else wants us. So we call that you're committed to him because you love him, you love him, you love him. No, you're only really doing that because at this point in life, your self-esteem so low, you think he all you can get. So that's the only reason you're committed to him. If you lost 30 pounds right now, you might not even be committed to him like that because you'll start thinking you could do better. Ever thought about it like that? That might be the only reason you stay at that job. You stay at that job simply because your self-esteem is not even high enough for you to think that you can get a better one. So you stay there. You don't make enough money. You don't have enough time off. You can't spend time with your friends. But yet you stay at that job. And the only reason you stand there is because you have never been self-disciplined about anything. That self-discipline grows your self-esteem. Once your self-esteem starts growing, your life will open up. Because you'll start saying, hey, if I did this, I can do that. If I did this, I can do that. Like, for instance, me right now, a lot of people at work. I'm home making a smoothie. I got up this morning and walked the bridges. I'm getting ready to go over there and go to the Turo Hub, then go buy a vacation rental, then go to another vacation rental that we're updating right now. But yet I am operating on my own schedule. 10 years ago, I don't know if no, it wasn't. My self-esteem probably wouldn't. My self-esteem wasn't this person. My self-esteem wasn't this entrepreneur who can go out and still not have to clock in, but yet make the money. I had to grow into that person. And the thing is, I like to help other people grow into that person. You get what I'm saying? I like to help others grow into the person that they want to be. That's the reason I make the live videos. I didn't have to go live. I didn't have to show you, okay, I'm standing in my downtown apartment. Get ready to go check on some Airbnbs. I'm getting ready to go check on some rental cars. I'm meeting with a client at the Airbnb about weddings. I'm meeting with another client over there about another Airbnb about some construction. I have some stuff I need to do on the cars. I need to pay some. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, but I'm doing it on my own time. I pick my own schedule. But the 10-year-ago me wouldn't have did that. Couldn't do that. I had to grow into that person. I had to develop that self-discipline. That self-discipline increased my self-esteem, which opened me up to listen to more people, to take more risk. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes our self-esteem keeps us in bondage. And that all goes back to our integrity. If you say you're going to do something, do it. This morning, I didn't feel like going walking. I went to the Jaguar games yesterday, so I walked a whole bunch. I could have used that as my walking excuse. I could have said, hey, I went to the game yesterday. So I got to walk today because I made enough steps to have walked already. Or I could use me going to the Jaguar game as an extra boost. So that meant I walked all that yesterday, and then I went walking this morning. Now my body is really thanking me for it because of the calorie deficiency. So that when I do get on the scale on Saturday, it might say a little something more that made me happy. It's all about how I chose to see it. No, what I did was I said, all right, get out this bed. Bed nice and comfortable. Oh, it was so comfortable, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Oh, get up out this bed. Take your behind and go walking. Because you said you're going to go walking. There's nobody. I live by myself. There's nobody to hold me accountable. The only thing that holds me accountable is myself. It's the fact that When I don't do something I said I was going to do, I let down myself, and then I start feeling bad because I'm the only person that has to sleep with me. I don't want somebody else to have to hold me accountable to something that I said I was going to do. I am 49. I'll be 49 this month. What do I look like as an adult waiting on somebody else to hold me accountable? That's just like me waiting on somebody else to pay my bills, waiting on somebody else to make my happiness. That's just dumb. That's just excuses on being mediocre. That would be my excuse to stay and live in mediocrity. You get what I'm saying? So it's deep. It's deep. You get what I'm saying? It's deep. This thing is very deep, what I'm talking about. And I want you all to think about it like that. Make a goal. Say, I'm going to do this, and then stick with it. Watch how your life change. Watch how your self-esteem change. Watch how your self-confidence changes. I love it. Like, I love it. I made a commitment November of 2022 that I was not going to be the person that was out drinking all the time. I was not going to allow that alcohol to be in my body all the time. I was not. I am going to operate on the highest level that I can. And I'm going to learn how to go up levels. In order to learn how to go up levels mean that's that many more books I need to read. That's many more mentorships I need to take. That's many more classes that I have to do. But in order to do that, I can't have all that alcohol on me. Then my body started following that. So once I decreased that alcohol, it made me eat healthier. Once I started eating healthier, I felt better. Once I felt better, I wanted to go exercise. Then I go to the doctor. He takes me off of all medication. 49 years old, no medication. Great blood pressure. Everything is fine. I have 2 children. My children are 31 and 30. So don't think I don't have any kids. I never buried any children. None of that. No. But the change had to start here. I am the shift. I'm the shift that I need. And I found that my shift started once I made a dedication to be self-disciplined. That's the moral of my story. Also know that I am a wellness coach. So I do help others become more self-disciplined, healthier. And I find that a lot of us women, our bodies follow what's going on in our mind. So many of us do want to get healthier. But the reason we can't, because we have a lot of things going on in our minds, and our weight is a symptom of what's going on. So we're carrying more weight, or we're a thin person. Sometimes we're even thinner because it's a symptom of what's going on in our life. And we must take control of our lives. That is up to us. We must take control of our own life and destiny. If we do not, that cycle continues down through our whole family. Now, everybody is living mediocre. Nobody is really happy. Nobody is ever experiencing all the glory that God wants us to give to him. If I'm unhappy, if I'm depressed, how can I glorify God? How can I be a walking billboard of what God can do? I can't even bring others over to him because I am not a walking billboard for him. Anybody get what I'm saying? How can I bring others to God and testify about the glory and the abundance that he has given me if I'm not a walking billboard for him? So the next time you sit up in church, or if you see somebody living a way that you don't think is they really should, ask yourself, am I really a walking billboard? Am I really an example? So if I tell this person that they should do better, that they could do better, am I an example of better? Am I really the person that's going to give God the glory? Do they see the God in me? Or do they say, nah, bump that. I see how she living. I don't want that. I wouldn't switch my life for her life at all. I wouldn't switch my life for his life. And he going to come over here and telling me about God. He ain't even happy. Why would I go worship something and they not even happy? Not that life is all perfect, but life not all bad either. That's one thing we have to remember. Our mind, the humanly part, tends to remember the negative more than the positive. So we'll say life not perfect, but life not all bad either. My weekend was wonderful. I had an awesome weekend. I really did. Life not all bad. Life is probably 85% good. But that 15% I give more attention to, because we tend to dwell on the negative more than we dwell on the positive. Think about that. Your life is probably 85% good, 15% eh. But we dwell on the 15% more because it hurts more. And my thing is, I want to be a walking testimony for the man upstairs. When I walk in, I like the glow. I want people to feel happy when they stare in my presence. That makes me feel good. I don't want people to feel like I'm an energy sucker or here she go, I can't stand her. Because we have people that come around us and we like, I wish she'd just go home. I don't even want her over here. I don't want to be that girl. When you see me, I want you to see radiance, and I want that radiance to pop on you. Now you feel better. It's the God in me and the God in you. But we can't be a testimony when we won't put in the work. We won't even ask God for things. We'll ask him for mediocre stuff. Stuff that's little. God, please fix my car. Instead of, hey, God, how can I get a better car? Why I got to ride around in a hoopty all my life? Hey, Charlotte, hey, LJ. Why I got to ride around in a hoopty all my life? Why I have to live low all my life? Why can't I travel? Why can't my kids be happy? No, I pray for the top. I pray for the top. Like when I was walking today, I have my loft downtown. I'm going to show y'all my loft. And I still have my house with the pool. So this is my downtown loft. I have black art. I love my black women. Like, look at her. And then I have this one that I'm getting ready to put up. Her. Good morning, lady. But I was walking this morning, and I stopped down there at the Strand, right behind it. And I looked, and I said, I like how those have river views. I like the glass balconies. God, you never know. I'm asking you. I might can go up there and live on the 25th floor. If I can live here on the 6th floor, what do I need to do in my life that can get me up in the penthouse? If you got me on the 6th floor and I already have a house with a pool, so I already have a house over here. Now I got my apartment downtown. God, what do I need to do to move over there? What do I need to do to increase my income so that I can go there? Because if I went from there to here, why can't I go there? I might can live in these apartments. Not that I want to make that my permanent. I might want to live there for a year or two, then live somewhere else. Why am I obligated to stay in the same house all my life? I like different surroundings. I like having different living rooms and stuff. So why am I obligated just to stay in the same house? Like I was talking to a man yesterday, and we were talking about private flights. Why am I obligated to always fly commercial? I went to pick up one of my rental cars, you all, on the private side of JAX, Jacksonville International Airport. Never been over there. The private side, let me tell you, you park in the parking lot. You walk in, big old, beautiful waiting room, smell good, food, only 2 people working there. And the jet is pulled up to the back. Huge glass windows, there's the jet. So you walk in, you go through the lobby, you get on your jet. There's no TSA, there's no winding you down, there's no taking off your shoes. Once I saw that, I started feeling like riding commercial was like riding a Greyhound on a megabus. But God was showing me. He said, hey, I'm showing you this right here because I got it out there for you. But you have to figure out and ask me and start doing things to be the person it takes to be able to fly private. Why should your family always have to fly commercial? At one time, I thought all we could do was catch the Greyhound bus. So now my family fly commercial. If my family can fly commercial, why can't we fly private? What do it take for me to fly private? If I can live here on the 6th floor, why can't I live on the 25th floor? Why can't I live on the river? Why can't I live on the beach? God show you a lot of stuff. Just oftentimes we're so limited in our thoughts. We think that it's not for us. As if somebody is better than us. As if God gave them the secret sauce. No, what he might have done is he gave us all the sauce. It's just that some people, their family acted on it before your family acted on it. So if their family, let's just say it's my mom, me, my daughter. They the same one. My mom, them, their child. But their mom acted on it. Of course, they're going to be ahead of me because that's a whole generation that acted on it before my generation. So what if I start here? If I act on it, that means my granddaughter will be that much far ahead. Because if I act on it, my daughter going to act on it, then my grandbaby going to act on it. And every time we act on it, we get better and better. So the 3rd generation down, flying private is nothing for her because she's used to it. And I look at it like this. My daughters and my granddaughters, they see how I operate. So this regular for them. It's regular for my grandbaby to come to her grandmama's house and get in the pool. It's regular for my grandbaby to come over her grandma's house and go jump right in that bunk bed in that back room. It's regular for my grandbaby to go to her great-granny house and go to the cousin's room. We have a whole room set up over there for them with books, chalkboards, TV, all of this stuff. They call it the cousin's room. That's regular for her. It's regular for my grandbaby to come up here and come to my apartment. It's regular for my grandbaby to go on stage with me while I give my award speech for Best Boss Female Entrepreneur of the Year. So, at the age of 7, think about this. And you can go back through my videos. I might repost it. At the age of 7, she's on stage with me while I accept Best Boss Female Entrepreneur of the Year at the Florida Theater. So for her, standing on stage, watching all those people in the crowd and in the balcony is normal. It took me 48 years to get up there. It took her 7. So it's normal for her to go on stage while her grandmother accepts an award for being an entrepreneur and stand there while I do the speech. And I didn't really have plans on taking her up there, but she insisted. She's like, Granny, when you go on stage, I want to go on stage. So when it's time for me to go on stage, they called my name, my baby jumped up. She just standing there, but y'all, she jumped up and scooted down on everybody because she was going on stage. So it's normal for her not to even have the stage fright. Not to be scared to even speak in front of all of those people. I was nervous. It looked like I wasn't nervous, but I was. But what I'm saying is, if she sees me operating at that level, that's normal for her. So when a person is operating at top level, it's normal. How often do we operate at mediocre and bottom level, and then we make that mediocre shit normal for our children, normal for our family? That mediocrity. Everybody operating in mediocrity. Everybody got food stamps. Everybody in the hood. Nobody doing good. Everybody pulling and leeching off of each other. How often do we do that? So now it's normal for our children to operate at that low ass regular level. I will not with mine. I will not. And that's how fired up we need to be about our life. Like I said, I will not. So me getting up this morning and going walking, that's why I said the thing is way deeper than just me. It's me saying, hey, I made a commitment and I'm going to do it. I want my daughters and my granddaughters to see that I operate this way so that they operate this way. Because at number one, many people don't operate this way. You know how easy it is to get to the top when all these people being mediocre? So if I operate this way and a whole bunch of other people don't, I could just step on their heads and get to the top. It's nothing. Getting to the top is easier because you got so many mediocre ass people. So if you have the self-discipline and the self-determination and you're consistent with it, do you know how easy it is to get to the top? So easy, because you got so many people who will give you 9,000 excuses on why they can't do it. And so you decide, I can. Now you're just going to the top. You ain't even got to elbow these people. Because they ain't really even there. They're not even real competition. You ain't even got to really fight them off because they ain't giving you no competition because they living on mediocre. You living up here, they living on mediocre. So it makes it easy to get to the top. We have to decide, am I going to live with high integrity? Or I'm going to be just mediocre. Was I just meant to live, work, and die? Is my babies, the babies that I carried for 9 months, that I went through all that labor to push them out, are they just worthy of me living mediocre? That's all I got. I probably shouldn't even have these kids if I was just going to live like that. What kind of example I am? Should I really have even had these children if that's just how I'm going to live? So they can just exist, live in mediocrity, never see overseas, never go nowhere, never get to Disney. You know, like if I can get to Jamaica and the Bahamas, that means my grandbabies, my daughters, and all of them should be able to get to Brazil and Peru and Europe. Because if I can drive here, if I can get here, I can show them how to get further than me. But often that's a responsibility that many of us don't even want to take. We don't want to take the road of the responsibility because it's difficult. And we'll let something being difficult deter us from being great. It's easy to be mediocre. It's easy to be regular, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to listen to the podcast? Are you willing to take the mentorship classes? Are you willing to get your ass up and go walking in the morning? Are you willing to stretch and get those muscles tight, loose? But the reward is your brain, number one, outthinking other people because they mediocre. So they thinking, here, I'm already 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of them because I put in the work to learn all of this extra stuff. And I'm constantly doing it. The reward is freedom. Freedom. The reward is healthy. I don't like being fat. I ain't meant for that. It could be meant for anybody else and I ain't got no problem with it. But I don't like being fat. I don't like high blood pressure. I don't like my cholesterol high. I don't like being unhealthy. So people can say what they want. Oh, no, that shit will kill you. Now your family over here eating chicken over here. And oftentimes your health follows your wealth. So if you are unhealthy, it's highly unlikely you have a really good, nice life insurance policy. Because if you ain't want to spend money on health food, you damn sure ain't spending money on these life insurance policies. So when you die, ain't even no money to pay nothing off. Because you wouldn't even put in the damn $150 a month for that life insurance policy. So now you're just dead. And hoping that they can come together and get money to bury your ass. So now because you weren't prepared, they damn sure not prepared. Now everybody got to go in the hole to bury you. That's some selfish shit. That's selfish. You lived an unhealthy life. You didn't pay for life insurance. You died early because you lived an unhealthy life. Then you got people going in the hole to bury you because usually unhealthy life sure follows life insurance. You might have a little $10,000 policy. That ain't going to cover nothing. Now you got to cremate you. Get you a cheap casket. Can't pay off your house. Can't pay off your car. Can't drive. You can't leave the house to nobody because if you leave the house, often black people's first step to wealth is home ownership and life insurance. But usually when people living unhealthy, they don't have no house and they ain't got no life insurance. So now they're dead and you got to go in a hole to bury them. And they ain't leave nothing. Most black people's first step to wealth is home ownership and life insurance. Sad part is 85% of us don't even have either one. Think about it. Self-discipline. Be the person that it takes to live the life that you really, really, really want to live. Become the person that it takes to live that life. And I'm not downing nobody at all. I've been there. If it's to be done, damn it, I probably done did it. But it got to a point where I said, you know what? I got to be the best me. Once I decided I got to be the best me, y'all know this shit is so hard. You know, I have lost so many friends. I mostly hang by myself, me and my sisters. I don't really hang with nobody. But the people that do come in my life, it let a lot of people go, but it opened it up for a lot of good associates. You get what I'm saying? Healthy. The peace that I have. The freedom that I have. I woke up yesterday morning just thanking God for his peace. I said, damn, my life's peaceful. I ain't got nothing stressing me out like that. I have the regular things in life. I have business. I have adult daughters. But my daughters have their own house. They're self-sufficient. They have no jobs. I'm business. One a nurse. One is on her own hair studio. And she graduated from FAMU in 2016. I said, God, I can't complain. I'm at peace. Like right now, listen to this. Nothing, because my house is quiet. My house is quiet. My apartment is quiet. I'm getting ready to go check on my house. That's my life. And like I said, it's not perfect. But it's 85% good and 15% iffy. We often just tend to dwell on the 15%, stepping over all the good things. Because the good things, it's like, oh, okay, it's good. Devil make you dwell on the bad stuff. But we have to remember, mindset matters. Dwell on the good stuff. And you're like, oh, my life is, basically 85% good. That 85% is a lot. That dwelling on the negative will have you looking old, acting old. I see some people, and they be like, no, I'm 46. I'm like, dang. I thought that chick was 55 or 60. But life done beat them up so bad, they look horrible. And my daughters, they'll say it. They'll come to me, Mama, she's the same age you is. I thought she's way older than you. Living. But I have to make a conscious decision to do that. And it starts with self-discipline. Make a commitment to do one thing. And no matter what, don't stop doing it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it till it becomes habit. It's habit like at 14 days. To make a real commitment and say, I want to do it, I say do it 30 days. Once you do something for 30 days, it becomes a part of your life. Look at it like this. This is how I had to look at exercise. And one of my mentors said this, and it opened my mind up. She said, make exercise like this. You ever met somebody, a girl or a man, and you spend every day with them and y'all have a good time together, and now like 14 days you'll spend every day with them. Day 15, something come up, they can't hang with you. Like, okay. Day 16, something come up, like, damn. Day 20, you're like, dang, now you're really missing them. And you feel funny without them. Because you done spent 14 days straight with them. They become a habit. Do that with exercise. So you know what? I'm going to spend 14 days. I'm going to do it 30 days. What'll happen is it'll become so much part of your life that when you don't do it, you miss out. Like Thursday, y'all. Oh, my trainer beat our behind on Wednesday. He told us up. I woke up Thursday morning. My body was like a robot. Like I was like the Tin Man. Oh, okay. I'm back. But in my mind, I felt like I needed to go exercise or go walking, even though I couldn't even hardly move like that. But it's because I have made it so much a part of my life that I had to talk myself out of doing it. I needed to let my body rest. But I wanted to get up because it was just a habit. So when I realized I couldn't do it, I was like, okay, man, maybe if I stretch some and then I go and this. And I had to say, no, kitty. Your body is tired. You need to let your muscles rest. But I was doing it out of habit because I've grown into the habit of doing it. So I kind of missed it, even though my back was so dang on tired. That's how you look at that stuff. I don't know if it's exercise. I don't know if it's your job. I don't know if it's your business. I don't know if it's your love life. Look at it like that. Whatever you need to change or want to add to your life, do it for 30 days. Make it a habit. And the best time to do something is when you don't want to do it. The best time to do something is when you don't feel like it. Wednesday, when I tell you that man beat our ass, do you know I want to walk out of that second class so bad? It's 2 classes in a row. The first class, I was like, oh, so many people left because he do 2 classes on Wednesday. The reason that I stayed is because I told myself, you drove your regular ass all the way over here, kitty. What you look like leaving early? You cut out this part of the day for this classes. And now if you're tired, what you look like leaving early? You made a commitment that you were going to do 2 classes. So even though you don't want to do the second class because your body is tired, stay your behind in here and do the second class. It was only my self-determination and my self-discipline that made me stay in that class. Because I did not. My body was tired. My legs were like bricks. I even caught a Charlie horse in my thigh 12 o'clock in the morning. Because that classes was so, But my thighs and stuff thank me. You know what I mean? My waistline is like boom. So, it thanked me. So my thighs thanked me. My waistline thanked me. My blood pressure thanked me. I didn't want to do it. So I figured the best time to do something is when I really, really don't. And that's when you come to find out, that's when your results start coming. When you don't feel like it. So when I put on my little outfit, waistline like snatch, bam. Hips like bam. Thighs like woo. Self-discipline. Think about it like that. I don't like girdles. I don't like being overweight. I don't like going in there and shopping for 12s and 14s. I don't like love handles on me. I just don't. So because I don't like it, I got to do what I got to do. You get what I'm saying? I'll never have a 20-year-old body again, which I don't want that body because my head look big. But I want to be healthy. So in order to do it, I have to do what it takes to be a healthy kitty. I don't like overweight kitty. I don't like not being able to if you put on jean shorts, they riding up everywhere. I don't want to have to wear leggings in the summer because I can't put on no damn shorts. It's too hot. I don't want to have to not wear certain outfits because I feel I don't have the confidence in them. And we're like, oh, you look good. I know how I feel. I feel better when I'm healthier. I feel more confident. And the reason I feel confident is because I did it with God's help. I like that. And I want everybody else to feel like that. I want everybody to feel how I feel. You feel better when you look better. How you going to go on stage and give a speech? How you going to talk in front of an audience when you don't feel good about yourself? When you're so busy trying to find the outfit that don't cover this, that cover this, and don't show that, and you got on a girdle and you can't even freaking go to the toilet and everything all. And I'm talking about me. But that don't feel good. And that works on your self-esteem. But anyway, y'all, I got to go. I stood here and talk. I got to go get these cars together. That's just my morning thoughts. Mwah. Love y'all.